Have you ever felt like the universe is working against you, no matter how hard you try? What if I told you that you've been unknowingly commanding your reality all along, and that with a simple shift, you could transform the entire month of November into a gateway of abundance? As the crisp autumn air fills our lungs and the final leaves cling desperately to their branches, November stands before us like a pristine canvas, waiting for your first brushstroke. But here's the profound truth that most people never realize: the universe isn't some distant, cold mechanism operating beyond your control. It's more like a cosmic assistant standing attentively by your side, holding a blank check and asking, "What would you like to manifest this month?" Has this ever happened to you? You wake up on the first day of a new month, look at your phone, and immediately think, here we go again, another month of the same struggles. In that split second, without realizing it, you've just placed an order with the universe. You've stamped November with a command for more of the same, more struggle, more scarcity, more of whatever you've been experiencing. You see, every thought that passes through your mind, every word that leaves your lips, is a vibrational instruction to the universe. The cosmic forces don't distinguish between what you want and what you don't want. They simply respond to the energy you're emitting. When you think, "I hope things don't get worse this month," the universe simply hears "things getting worse" and replies, "Your wish is my command." But before we begin, please hit the like button and let me know where in the world you're watching from today. It's always fascinating seeing who's joining us from around the world. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover might surprise you. The universe isn't working against you. It's responding precisely to your unconscious commands with unwavering loyalty. This realization isn't meant to place blame, but to empower you with the knowledge that you hold the master key to your experiences. Joseph Murphy, one of the greatest spiritual teachers of our time, revealed that November, indeed, any new beginning, is actually a cosmic blank check waiting for your signature. Every morning when you open your eyes, the universe is essentially asking, "What shall we create today?" But most of us have never been taught how to write on this check. We've been conditioned to react, wish, and hope rather than command, declare, and expect. What if I told you that by the end of this video, you'll have the exact formula to flip this script entirely? That you could walk through November not as a victim of circumstances, but as the commanding force behind your reality. The difference between those who struggle and those who thrive isn't luck or circumstance. It's their relationship with universal law. While most people wake each morning unconsciously programming another day of the familiar, the truly abundant individuals start their day with intentional commands that align with their deepest desires. They understand that November isn't just another page on the calendar, but a vibrational container awaiting their instructions. Think about it. How different would your life be if you stopped hoping for change and started commanding it? Instead, what would happen if you greeted each morning not with dread, but with the powerful declaration, "November, I command you to overflow with abundance"? The transformation begins when you realize that we've been conditioned our entire lives to operate from a reactive mindset rather than a commanding one. Look around you. Our entire society is structured to make us responders, not initiators. From an early age, we're taught to raise our hands for permission, to follow the rules, to wait our turn. And while there's certainly virtue in patience, this conditioning has created a profound limitation in how we approach our desires. If you found value in these principles about commanding the universe, hit that subscribe button to join our community of conscious creators on this journey of transformation. When was the last time you said something like, "I really hope things work out this month," or "I wish I could catch a break"? These aren't just innocent expressions of desire, they're declarations of powerlessness. They position you as a passive recipient, waiting for life to happen to you, rather than a powerful creator directing life to unfold for you. This revelation may seem subtle, but its impact on your journey is immense. There's a hidden truth in the language we use. I hope places your desires in the realm of chance, while I command aligns them with divine law. It's the difference between being a passenger on a bus with no control over its destination and being the driver, deciding exactly where you want to go. November isn't just offering you minor conveniences or small wins. When you consciously flip this script, you open the floodgates to life-changing prosperity. We're not talking about finding a dollar bill on the sidewalk or getting an unexpected discount. We're talking about profound abundance that permeates every aspect of your existence, financial freedom that eliminates worry, vibrant health that energizes your days, and relationships that nourish your soul. Behind the scenes of every great success story is this fundamental shift from wishing to commanding. The people who create extraordinary lives aren't luckier or more deserving. They've simply discovered how to speak the language that the universe responds to. They don't meekly suggest possibilities, they boldly declare certainties. Now, I want to go even deeper into this topic by exploring exactly how this commanding energy feels in your body. Close your eyes for a moment and say to yourself, I hope November brings me more money. Notice how that feels. Perhaps a little tight, a little doubtful, maybe even a slight sinking in your chest. Now compare that to declaring firmly, November, I command you to bring me abundant prosperity in expected and unexpected ways. Feel that shift. That's the vibrational difference that the universe responds to. Your words create energetic ripples that extend far beyond your immediate environment. When you command rather than request, you're not merely expressing a preference, you're activating a fundamental law of creation. You're stepping into your rightful place as a co-creator with the universe, recognizing that the power was always within you, waiting to be claimed. The most profound decisions happen in those quiet morning moments when you choose which energy to embody for the day. Will you wake up bracing yourself against what might go wrong, or will you rise as the sovereign commander of your experience, already certain of the abundance flowing toward you? Type, I am the commander in the comments if you're ready to claim this power and transform November into your most abundant month yet. The exhaustion you've been feeling isn't a sign of weakness. It's the natural result of living in a constant state of reaction. Think about your typical day. A bill arrives unexpectedly. You react. Traffic makes you late. You react. Someone criticizes your work. You react. This endless cycle of responding to external circumstances is draining your life force, creating a perpetual state of firefighting that leaves little energy for creation. But here's the revolutionary revelation that Joseph Murphy discovered. You are not powerless in this cosmic dance. You've been sitting on a royal throne this entire time, holding a scepter of creation. You've simply forgotten to wave it. Imagine discovering that you've been living in a mansion for years, but only using the hallway and kitchen because you forgot there were other rooms. That's the magnitude of this awakening. The paradigm shift happens in that moment of recognition, when you realize that the narrative of your life isn't being written by external forces, but by the vibrational frequency you're emitting into the universe. This goes far deeper than the surface-level understanding of positive thinking that's been popularized in recent decades. We're talking about fundamental quantum physics here. Modern science confirms what ancient wisdom has always known. Everything in existence is made up of vibrating particles of energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, your body, your bank account, your relationships, all are expressions of energy vibrating at different frequencies. And here's where the transformation happens. The frequency you emit determines what you attract with mathematical precision. It's exactly like tuning a radio. If you want to hear classical music, you don't tune to a heavy metal station and hope Bach suddenly plays. Similarly, if you're seeking abundance, peace, and joy, you can't be broadcasting on the frequency of lack, chaos, and misery. The universe isn't punishing you. It's simply responding to your dominant vibration with perfect accuracy. The journey to mastery begins with recognizing the broadcast you're currently sending. Most people are completely unaware of their vibrational signature because it operates below conscious awareness. Your thoughts create feelings, your feelings create vibrations, and those vibrations ripple outward, attracting matching experiences back to you. It's a closed-loop system that operates whether you're conscious of it or not. The brilliance behind Murphy's teachings lies in bringing this process into the light of awareness. When you become conscious of the energy you're emitting, you gain the ability to adjust the dial. This isn't about forcing yourself to feel happy when you're not. That creates resistance, which blocks the flow. It's about gently aligning your energy with what you truly desire, allowing your inner state to become congruent with your outer goals. Think of the universe as an infinite field of possibilities waiting for your signal. When you command from your throne rather than react from a crouched position, you're sending clear instructions to this field. "This is what I choose to experience" becomes your rallying cry, replacing "this is what I hope might happen if I'm lucky." When you understand this mechanism of creation, share in the comments "I am the broadcaster" as your recognition that you've been transmitting your reality all along. The profound blueprint of creation reveals itself when we understand this frequency-matching principle. Think of it as a universal resonance law. You cannot attract what you're not in harmony with. This is where so many sincere seekers encounter invisible barriers on their manifestation journey. They desperately want financial abundance, but their energy field vibrates with anxiety about money. They desire deep connection, but their emotional frequency broadcasts loneliness and abandonment. The misalignment creates a frustrating cycle where the very things they most desire remain tantalizingly out of reach. Imagine walking into a luxury store while feeling unworthy of the merchandise. The salespeople sense your discomfort instantly. You're broadcasting "I don't belong here" through your body language, facial expressions, and energy. In that moment, your desire for luxury and your vibration of unworthiness are in direct conflict. The universe responds to this mixed signal with matching confusion. This revelation transforms our entire approach to manifestation. Rather than focusing on what's missing, which keeps you locked in the frequency of lack, you must immerse yourself in the feeling state of already having received what you desire. This internal shift is the true catalyst for external change. When your internal reality aligns with your desired external reality, the universe has no choice but to reflect that alignment back to you. The embodiment practice begins with your language. Notice how differently abundant people speak compared to those struggling with scarcity. Someone vibrating at prosperity says, "Where should I invest these funds for maximum growth?" While someone in lack asks, "How will I ever afford this?" The contrast in these questions creates entirely different energetic pathways. One opens possibilities, the other closes them. Beyond words, there's a deeper layer of feeling that must be cultivated. Your emotional state is perhaps the most powerful frequency transmitter you possess. When you can genuinely feel the relief, joy, and gratitude of having already received your desire, while your external circumstances show no evidence of it yet, you've mastered the art of creation. This is the quantum leap that distinguishes wishful thinking from deliberate manifestation. The final component is action. How would you walk, talk, and make decisions if you were already experiencing the abundance you desire? Would you approach conversations differently? Would your posture change? Would you make different choices about how you spend your time and energy? These subtle shifts in behavior send powerful signals to your subconscious mind and to the quantum field that surrounds you. November presents the perfect opportunity to apply this frequency matching practice. As the natural world prepares for winter's stillness, there's a supportive energy for internal alignment work. Rather than approaching this month with trepidation about holiday expenses or year-end pressures, you can consciously reset your vibrational signature to one of abundant flow, joyful expectation, and absolute certainty in universal support. When you wake each morning this month before engaging with the world, take a moment to align your frequency with what you're calling in. Feel the emotional texture of having your desires fulfilled. Allow that feeling to permeate every cell in your body until it becomes your natural state of being. From this aligned place, command your day to unfold in perfect harmony with your highest vision. If you're committed to mastering your frequency this November, type "I am in alignment" in the comments below. Let's try a quick experiment together. Right now, say to yourself, "This month is going to be tough. I'm not sure how I'll handle everything coming my way." As you speak these words, pay close attention to what happens in your body. You might notice a subtle heaviness in your chest, a slight constriction in your breathing, perhaps a sinking feeling in your stomach. These physical sensations aren't merely reactions to your words. They are the energetic imprint of those words manifesting in your physical form. Now, take a deep breath and say instead, "This month, everything aligns for my highest good. Opportunities and blessings find me easily." Feel the immediate shift. Your shoulders might relax. Your breathing deepens. A subtle warmth might spread through your body. This instant physical transformation reveals the catalyst power of your spoken words. They aren't just sounds leaving your mouth. They're energetic codes instructing every cell in your body how to vibrate. This revelation is the gateway to understanding why some people seem to attract favorable circumstances effortlessly, while others struggle despite their best efforts. Your words aren't just describing your reality, they're creating it from the quantum level upward. The body doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined. It responds to the vibrational quality of your thoughts and words as if they were already manifested in physical form. Joseph Murphy understood this profound connection between language and energy, which is why he developed what I call the triple command framework, a three-step process that harnesses this power with precision and intention. This awakening approach transforms vague hopes into concrete manifestations through deliberate energetic alignment. Ready to master the art of commanding your reality? Subscribe now and let's continue exploring these powerful universal laws together. The journey begins with speaking your command aloud with authority each morning. Not as a request, not as a wish, but as a declaration from your sovereign throne. There's a world of difference between timidly whispering, "I hope I can pay my bills this month," and boldly declaring, "November, I command you to bring financial abundance into my life with ease and joy." One positions you as a victim of circumstances. The other establishes you as the director of your experience. This spoken declaration must be delivered with conviction, the kind that resonates from deep in your belly and fills the room with your presence. Think about how a queen or king might issue a royal decree. There's no question in their mind whether their command will be fulfilled. They speak with the absolute certainty that their word is law. This is the mindset that activates the universal response. But speaking alone is just the first step in this trilogy of transformation. The words create the initial vibrational template, but to fully activate the manifestation process, we must engage the most powerful creative force available to us, our imagination. This is where many people miss the crucial ingredient that bridges intention with manifestation. Your words set the foundation, but the Visual and emotional components amplify your command exponentially. They turn the volume up on your vibrational broadcast until it becomes impossible for the universe to ignore. When these three elements align, what you say, what you see, and what you feel, you create an unshakable energetic signature that must be matched in your external reality. If you're ready to implement the triple command in your life this November, type "I am activating my command" in the comments below. Let's talk about the difference between commanding and begging, because there's a profound energetic distinction that many miss in their manifestation practice. When you approach the universe with a sense of desperation, whispering your desires as if you're afraid to be heard, you're sending a subliminal message that you don't truly believe fulfillment is possible. The universe doesn't respond to volume, it responds to resonance. The whisper of absolute certainty carries more creative power than the scream of desperate hoping. Think about the most influential leaders throughout history. Their impact didn't come from pleading with their audience, it came from speaking with such unwavering conviction that doubt couldn't survive in their presence. This is the same authority you must embody when issuing your commands to the universe. Remember this profound truth: the same creative force that spoke galaxies into existence resides within you. You're not separate from this power, you're an expression of it. This revelation transforms your relationship with manifestation at the most fundamental level. You're not an outsider petitioning a distant force, you're a divine co-creator activating the power that is your birthright. This mindset shift is the hidden catalyst that accelerates your manifestation journey beyond what most will ever experience. Once you've spoken your command with this sovereign authority, the second phase of creation begins: visualization. This is where the alchemy truly happens, where thought transforms into energetic blueprint. Visualization isn't merely a mental exercise, it's the universal language of creation. The quantum field doesn't respond to your words as much as it responds to the images you hold consistently in your consciousness. Close your eyes and immerse yourself in the sensory experience of your desire fulfilled. If you're commanding financial abundance, see your bank account with the exact figures you desire. Feel the emotional texture of checking your balance and smiling with satisfaction. If you're commanding vibrant health, visualize yourself moving with vitality, feeling the strength in your muscles, the ease in your breathing, the clarity in your mind. The precision of your visualization directly impacts the precision of your manifestation. The universe responds to clarity, not vagueness. If you were commissioning an architect to design your dream home, you wouldn't say, "Just build something nice." You'd specify every detail, the exact dimensions, materials, colors, and features. Your visualization serves the same function in the manifestation process. It's the detailed architectural plan from which your reality will be constructed. The transformational journey deepens when you understand that visualization isn't about projecting into some distant future. It's about collapsing time and embodying the reality you desire right now, in this moment. When you can see, feel, and experience your desired outcome with such vivid intensity that it feels more real than your current circumstances, you create a magnetic force that pulls that reality into your physical experience. Behind the scenes of every great manifestation is this practice of immersive visualization. It's not enough to think about what you want. You must become a vibrational match for it by living in the emotional reality of already having received it. This internal shift is what bridges the gap between intention and manifestation, between desire and fulfillment. If this approach to visualization feels like a revelation to you, write "I see clearly now" in the comments below. The third element of the triple command framework is perhaps the most overlooked yet profoundly powerful: sealing your intention with gratitude. After you've spoken your command with authority and visualized it with clarity, you must complete the circuit by releasing it with genuine appreciation. This isn't merely a polite spiritual courtesy. It's a vibrational necessity that completes the manifestation cycle. When you say, "Thank you, universe, it is done," you're not just expressing appreciation, you're making a profound, energetic declaration. Gratitude operates on the assumption that what you've asked for has already been received. This mindset shift is the quantum leap that separates wishful thinking from masterful creation. It's like hitting the energetic send button on your command, moving it from the realm of possibility into the pipeline of manifestation. Many spiritual seekers miss this crucial step. They speak their intentions with passion, visualize with precision, but then immediately slip back into a state of anxious waiting and wondering. This creates a vibrational contradiction that confuses the universe. It's like ordering a meal at a restaurant and then immediately telling the server you're not sure if you'll ever receive it. Your doubt cancels your certainty, creating an energetic stalemate. Gratitude breaks this pattern by shifting your vibration from wanting to having. It transforms your relationship with time by collapsing the gap between desire and fulfillment. When you genuinely feel thankful for something before it physically manifests, you're demonstrating the ultimate faith in universal law. This is the alchemical moment when transformation begins at the quantum level. The journey deepens when you understand that the emotional texture of your manifestation practice determines its potency. The universe responds most powerfully to the frequency of joy, not the frequency of tension or desperation. This revelation revolutionizes the traditional approach to manifestation, which often feels heavy with effort and seriousness. Joy is the most magnetic energy in the universe. Think about your own experience. Are you drawn to people who are consistently stressed and tense, or to those who radiate lightness and joy? The universe operates by the same principle of attraction. When you approach your creation process with playfulness and delight, you become an irresistible magnet for miracles. This doesn't mean you must suppress authentic emotions or pretend to be happy when you're not. The breakthrough comes in understanding that you can acknowledge your current state while deliberately choosing to shift into joy as an act of creative power. When worries arise, and they will, rather than fighting them or feeding them, simply laugh gently and declare, "This month is under divine management." This phrase is more than a clever affirmation. It's a profound surrender that releases the stranglehold of control. Most manifestation blocks stem from our human tendency to micromanage the universe, insisting that our blessings arrive exactly when and how we think they should. This controlling energy creates resistance in the very flow we're trying to enhance. The path of mastery lies in maintaining the delicate balance between clear intention and flexible surrender. You state what you desire with precision while releasing attachment to how and when it materializes. This paradoxical approach, commanding with authority while surrendering with trust, creates the optimal conditions for manifestation. If you recognize the transformative power of gratitude in your manifestation practice, write "Thank you" in advance in the comments below. Let me share a profound insight that completely transformed my own manifestation practice. The universe doesn't require flowery, complex language or elaborate rituals. Many spiritual seekers get caught in the belief that they need to use specific, mystical phrases or perform complicated ceremonies to be heard by the divine. This misconception creates an unnecessary barrier between you and the simple power of creation that's always available to you. The universe understands the language of your heart more than the words from your lips. It responds to the authenticity of your intention rather than the complexity of your expression. This realization creates a refreshing simplicity in your manifestation practice. You can literally talk to the universe as you would a trusted friend, with candor, simplicity, and directness. Try this approach. Hey, universe, can we make sure my rent gets paid with ease this month? Or, universe, I could really use some extra support with this project. There's a beautiful intimacy in this conversational style that actually strengthens your connection to the creative force. The universe doesn't judge your vocabulary or critique your grammar. It feels the resonance of your intention and responds accordingly. This shift toward simplicity represents a deeper spiritual evolution. As you mature in your understanding of universal principles, you move from complexity toward elegance, from effort toward ease. The masters in any field, whether art, science, or spirituality, ultimately arrive at simplicity as the highest form of sophistication. Your manifestation practice follows this same trajectory. Now let's address the elephant in the room that many spiritual teachers avoid discussing: doubt. If you've ever tried commanding the universe and then immediately felt a wave of skepticism wash over you, you're not alone, and you're not doing it wrong. Doubt is a natural part of the human experience, especially when we're stretching beyond our comfort zone into new possibilities. The breakthrough comes not in pretending doubt doesn't exist, but in developing a new relationship with it. When those questioning your thoughts arise, is this really going to work? Or who am I to expect such abundance? Don't fight them or shame yourself for having them. This internal resistance only gives them more power. Instead, acknowledge them with compassion and then consciously choose a different path. Try this revolutionary approach. When doubt appears, say, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but I choose faith." This response honors the protective mechanism behind doubt, which is often trying to shield you from disappointment while firmly redirecting your energy toward trust. It's not about suppressing doubt, but about making a deliberate choice not to let it drive your creative process. This mindset represents the spiritual warrior's journey, facing internal resistance with compassion while consistently choosing the higher path. The decision to override doubt with faith isn't made once. It's made moment by moment, thought by thought. Each time you pivot from questioning to trusting, you strengthen your manifestation muscle and deepen your relationship with the creative force of the universe. The path to mastery lies in this continuous choice, acknowledging the human tendency to doubt while exercising your divine capacity to believe. This dance between human limitation and spiritual potential is where the real alchemy happens. If you've noticed your own doubts creeping in while listening to this message, write, "I choose faith anyway," in the comments below. One of the most illuminating metaphors Joseph Murphy shares is that your mind operates precisely like a garden. This isn't merely a poetic comparison, it's a functional description of how consciousness creates reality. Every single thought you entertain is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. And like all seeds, thoughts don't remain dormant. They germinate, take root, and eventually produce a harvest that matches their nature. This gardening metaphor reveals a profound truth about the mechanics of manifestation. Many people wonder why their reality doesn't change, despite their occasional positive affirmations or visualizations. The answer lies in understanding the principle of dominant thought. Your garden doesn't reflect the few flowers you consciously plant. It mirrors your overall pattern of thought, the thousands of seeds you scatter throughout your day, often unconsciously. The revelation that transforms your manifestation journey is recognizing that you are both the gardener and the garden. You have the power to select which thoughts you'll nurture and which you'll uproot. When a negative thought arises, and it will because we're human, don't fight with it or shame yourself for having it. Simply notice it. Thank it for trying to protect you, and then consciously choose a different thought to plant in its place. This mindful awareness creates a powerful shift in your energetic signature. Over time, as you consistently tend your mental garden, pulling weeds and planting flowers, your dominant frequency changes. And since the universe can only mirror back to you the vibration you're emitting, your external reality transforms accordingly. This isn't magic, it's the precise application of universal law. Now, let's deepen this understanding by exploring the catalyst that supercharges this entire process: emotion. If your thoughts are the seeds, then your emotions are the water, sunlight, and fertilizer that accelerate their growth. Many seekers miss this crucial element, thinking that simply repeating positive phrases is enough to transform their reality. The missing ingredient is the emotional charge behind those words. When you attach genuine emotion to your commands, you exponentially increase their creative power. The universe doesn't just respond to your thoughts, it responds primarily to your feelings. This is why simply reading affirmations from a card with no emotional investment produces minimal results. The transformation happens when you can genuinely feel the relief, gratitude, and joy of already having received what you're commanding. Try this experiment. Rather than just saying, "Money flows to me easily," close your eyes and truly feel what it would be like to check your bank account and see an abundant balance. Feel the relaxation in your shoulders, the expansion in your chest, the smile that naturally forms on your face. That emotional signature sends a powerful message to the universe that expedites manifestation in ways that words alone cannot. This practice represents a fundamental shift in your creative approach, moving from intellectual understanding to embodied knowing. It's the difference between reading about how to swim and actually feeling the water support your body. The emotional component bridges the gap between concept and experience, between intention and manifestation. If this garden metaphor has given you a new perspective on your thought patterns, type "I am the conscious gardener" in the comments below. Let's address one of the most persistent shadows that blocks many spiritual seekers from fully embracing prosperity: the unconscious belief that desiring wealth is somehow greedy or unspiritual. This hidden barrier operates below conscious awareness for countless people, creating an internal conflict that sabotages their manifestation efforts. On one hand, they desire financial abundance. On the other, they've internalized the narrative that money is the root of all evil, or that spiritual people shouldn't focus on material wealth. Joseph Murphy illuminates a transformative perspective that resolves this inner conflict. Commanding riches is fundamentally about expansion, not contraction. When you have financial abundance, your capacity to bless the world exponentially increases. You can support causes you believe in, create jobs through entrepreneurial ventures, invest in sustainable solutions, provide for your loved ones, and give generously without depleting yourself. This mindset revolution shifts your entire relationship with prosperity. Money, in its essence, is simply a form of energy designed to circulate. It functions according to universal laws of flow, the same principles that govern rivers, electrical currents, and even the blood in your body. When energy stops flowing, stagnation occurs. This is why hoarding wealth from a scarcity mindset actually blocks the very abundance you seek to create. The journey toward financial mastery begins with aligning yourself with this natural law of circulation. You become a conduit through which abundance flows, receiving with gratitude and giving with joy. This balanced approach creates a powerful current that naturally attracts more resources into your life. The universe observes how you steward what you have and responds accordingly. Behind the scenes of every wealth consciousness transformation is this critical revelation: your beliefs about money are directing its flow in your life. If you subconsciously believe that money is scarce, difficult to obtain, or somehow tainted, you'll create experiences that confirm these beliefs. The breakthrough happens when you consciously choose to release these limiting perspectives and embrace money as a positive force for expansion in your life and in the world. To anchor this new relationship with abundance, Murphy teaches a powerful daily ritual that rewires your subconscious for prosperity. Each morning, hold something that represents money. To you, your wallet, your phone, even a simple coin. This physical connection creates a tangible anchor for the energetic shift you're creating. Then, with full presence, declare, "Money flows to me easily and constantly. I am a magnet for wealth. Every expense returns multiplied." What makes this practice so impactful is the combination of physical touch, spoken declaration, and emotional engagement. By holding something connected to finances while speaking your command with genuine feeling, you create a multisensory experience that penetrates deeper than intellectual understanding alone. This integrated approach reprograms your relationship with money at the cellular level. The impact of this daily practice compounds over time, gradually shifting your dominant frequency from scarcity to abundance. Many people report surprising synchronicities beginning to appear within days of implementing this ritual. Unexpected checks arriving, new opportunities emerging, creative solutions to financial challenges presenting themselves. If you recognize that you've been unconsciously blocking your prosperity with limiting beliefs about money, type "I embrace abundant flow" in the comments below. Now, I want to go even deeper into this concept of commanding by expanding beyond finances to encompass your entire well-being. True abundance isn't one-dimensional. It's a holistic experience that includes vibrant health, loving relationships, and inner peace alongside material prosperity. The same universal principles that govern financial abundance apply equally to every aspect of your life. Your physical body represents perhaps the most intimate canvas for your creative power. Every cell in your being is constantly listening to the instructions you provide through your thoughts, words, and emotions. The latest research in epigenetics confirms what spiritual masters have taught for millennia. Your beliefs and emotional states directly influence genetic expression and cellular function. This revelation transforms how you approach well-being at the most fundamental level. Just as you command your financial reality with authority, you can direct your physical body toward optimal health with the same sovereign power. Place your hand over your heart each morning. This physical connection creates a powerful circuit of energy, and declare with absolute conviction, "Every cell in my body vibrates with health and vitality. My energy is renewed daily." Feel the warmth spreading from your palm throughout your entire system as you speak. This isn't magical thinking. It's working with the intelligence inherent in your physical form. Your body's blueprint is naturally oriented toward health and balance. By consciously aligning your thoughts and words with this intrinsic wellness, you remove the energetic interference that often blocks your natural healing capacity. The transformation happens not through force, but through harmony with your body's innate wisdom. The journey toward embodied wellness involves this daily conversation with your physical vessel. Rather than treating your body as a separate entity that sometimes malfunctions, you recognize it as a dynamic extension of your consciousness that responds precisely to the vibration you offer. This shift in perspective alone creates profound changes in your physical experience. The same commanding principle extends to your relationships, which are essentially mirrors reflecting your dominant vibrational frequency. Many people struggle with difficult interactions, never realizing they're unconsciously commanding the very dynamics they wish to change. The breakthrough comes when you take responsibility for the energetic template you're creating in your relationship sphere. Begin each day by declaring, "Every person I meet this month is kind, supportive, and aligned with my purpose." This isn't about controlling others. It's about setting the energetic tone that determines who and what you attract into your experience. As your frequency shifts, you'll notice your interactions naturally evolving to match this new resonance. People who previously triggered you may respond differently, or you might find yourself naturally drawing in new connections that reflect your commanded harmony. The revelation that transforms your relationship landscape is understanding that people don't just respond to your words, they respond to your energy. When you command harmony and alignment from your sovereign center, rather than pleading for better treatment from a place of lack, you fundamentally alter the dynamics of every interaction in your life. If you're ready to extend your commanding practice to include health and relationships, type "I command wholeness" in the comments below. One of the most profound mindset shifts that occurs when you master the art of commanding the universe happens precisely when challenges arise. This is the moment most people abandon their practice, when an unexpected bill arrives, when a relationship becomes strained, when physical symptoms appear. These apparent obstacles seem to contradict everything you've been commanding, leading many to conclude, "See, this doesn't work after all." But here's the revolutionary perspective that transforms your entire relationship with challenges. When your intention is firmly set, every obstacle becomes a disguised opportunity, every problem a hidden blessing. This isn't spiritual bypassing or toxic positivity. It's understanding the mechanics of how the universe orchestrates your highest good, often through pathways you couldn't have imagined. The catalyst for this transformation lies in a simple but powerful question. When difficulties emerge, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" which positions you as a victim, you begin asking, "How is this happening for me?" This subtle linguistic shift creates an entirely different energetic template and opens doorways to solutions you might otherwise miss. Behind the scenes of every manifestation journey are these pivotal moments of choice, when your external reality seems to contradict your internal command. These are not tests designed to defeat you, but opportunities to strengthen your faith muscle. The universe isn't punishing you. It's preparing you for the very expansion you've been commanding. Often, the apparent detour is actually the most direct path to your desire, though your limited perspective can't yet see the full picture. I've witnessed countless breakthroughs happen precisely at the moment someone chooses to maintain their command despite contradicting circumstances. The job loss that leads to a more fulfilling career path. The relationship ending that creates space for a deeper connection. The financial challenge that inspires a creative solution that ultimately generates greater abundance. These aren't coincidences. They're the universe responding to your command in ways your logical mind couldn't have planned. This perspective represents a fundamental awakening to how creation actually works. You're not commanding specific circumstances, you're commanding the essence of what you desire. The universe then orchestrates the optimal path to that essence, which may include necessary adjustments to your current reality. Embracing this truth liberates you from the need to micromanage the process and allows you to trust the divine orchestration working on your behalf. The journey deepens when you begin each day from a place of accomplished certainty rather than hopeful anticipation. Most people wake up thinking, "I hope today goes well," or "I hope things improve this month." This orientation, while positive on the surface, still positions your desire in the uncertain future rather than the accomplished present. The quantum leap happens when you shift to declaring, "This month is already blessed." This isn't semantic gymnastics. It's aligning yourself with divine timing, which operates outside linear constraints. When you claim something is already done before physical evidence appears, you're demonstrating the highest form of faith. You're operating from the causal plane of creation rather than the reactive plane of circumstance. This energetic stance collapses time and accelerates manifestation in ways that continuously expecting future results cannot achieve. If you're ready to transform every challenge into a stepping stone toward greater abundance, share. Every obstacle is a blessing in the comments below. Now, I want to go even deeper into what might be the most liberating revelation in Joseph Murphy's teachings, the divine division of labor in the manifestation process. Most people approach creation with the exhausting belief that they must not only declare what they want, but also meticulously figure out how it will arrive. This micromanaging mindset creates immense pressure and actually interferes with the universe's ability to deliver your desires through the most elegant pathways. The breakthrough comes when you understand that your job is simply to command what you desire, while the universe's role is to orchestrate how it manifests. Think of the relationship like this. You are the visionary artist declaring what you want to create, while the universe is the skilled paintbrush that brings your vision to life with colors and techniques you might never have imagined. This sacred partnership removes the burden of needing to control every aspect of the process and opens you to solutions beyond your current perspective. This revelation represents a profound surrender that many mistake for passivity. True surrender isn't about giving up or becoming inactive. It's about releasing the stranglehold of control that blocks divine coordination. It's recognizing that your human mind, with its limited perspective, cannot possibly orchestrate the infinite variables required for optimal manifestation. The universe, operating from a higher dimension of awareness, can see connections and possibilities invisible from your vantage point. The journey toward mastery involves this delicate balance between clear commanding and flexible receiving. You state precisely what you desire, the essence of your intention, while remaining completely open to how it arrives. This receptive stance allows synchronicities to unfold naturally, connections to form effortlessly, and opportunities to appear from unexpected directions. The moment you insist that your blessing must come through a specific channel, you inadvertently close countless other doorways through which abundance might flow. To maintain this powerful creative partnership, consistency becomes your greatest ally. Your command isn't a one-time declaration, but an ongoing conversation with the universe. The transformation happens when you integrate this practice into the fabric of your daily life, turning ordinary moments into opportunities for reinforcement. While brushing your teeth in the morning, repeat your command. Sitting in traffic, affirm your certainty. Checking your bank balance, regardless of what you see, maintain your declaration of abundance. This consistent reinforcement serves a crucial purpose beyond mere repetition. It keeps you energetically aligned with your desire throughout the day. Most people oscillate between faith and doubt, commanding in the morning, but succumbing to worry by afternoon. This vibrational inconsistency creates confusion in the manifestation process. When you weave your command throughout your daily activities, you maintain a steady frequency that allows the universe to respond with equal consistency. The revolution in your manifesting journey happens when you recognize that commanding the universe isn't something you do, it's something you become. Every moment presents an opportunity to embody the energy of your desire fulfilled. Each decision point offers a chance to align with the version of you who already has received what you're commanding. This integrated approach transforms manifestation from an occasional practice into a way of being. If you're ready to release the how and focus solely on commanding your what, type "I trust the process" in the comments below. What happens when you begin commanding the universe with clarity and conviction is nothing short of miraculous. There's an invisible orchestration that begins the moment you align your energy with your desires. While you're going about your day, focused on your normal activities, The universe is busy behind the scenes, coordinating people, opportunities, resources, and perfect timing to match the frequency you're broadcasting. This divine choreography operates with an intelligence far beyond what your conscious mind could organize. Have you ever had the experience of thinking about someone only to have them call minutes later? Or mentioning a book you've been wanting to read, only to have a colleague unexpectedly gift it to you the next day? These aren't random coincidences. They're glimpses of the universe's responsive nature, small examples of how it's constantly arranging circumstances to match your dominant vibration. The hidden truth that most don't realize is that this orchestration is happening whether you're conscious of it or not. The difference when you begin deliberately commanding is that you shift from unconscious creation, often reflecting your fears and limitations, to conscious creation, reflecting your highest desires and intentions. The same power that was previously bringing you experiences that matched your worried thoughts now brings you experiences that match your commanded abundance. This revelation transforms your relationship with effort and striving. Most people operate from a paradigm of chasing and forcing, pushing against resistance, hustling harder, and burning out in pursuit of their desires. When you understand how universal law actually works, you realize that alignment is more powerful than effort. The things you're meant to have don't need to be chased. They're drawn to you through resonance when you hold the right frequency. The paradigm shift happens when you recognize that November, indeed, every month, every day, every moment, is happening for you, not to you. Before this awakening, most people experience life as a series of random events they must react to, some fortunate, others challenging. They feel at the mercy of external circumstances, hoping for the best, but bracing for the worst. By commanding the universe, you reclaim your creative sovereignty. You're no longer the passive recipient of whatever life happens to throw your way. You're the active creator of your experience. This doesn't mean challenges won't arise. They will, as part of the necessary growth process. But it means you approach them from an entirely different perspective. You recognize them as integral parts of your commanded journey, not contradictions to it. This mindset revolution is particularly powerful as we enter November. Rather than wondering what this month might bring, hoping for the best, but preparing for disappointment, you declare with certainty that this month unfolds precisely for your highest good. Every experience, interaction, and circumstance serves your commanded intention, even when your limited perspective can't immediately see how. The journey toward mastery involves consistently maintaining this sovereign stance regardless of appearances. There will be moments when external reality hasn't yet caught up with your internal command. These are not evidence that the process isn't working, but opportunities to strengthen your creative muscles. The gap between your command and its physical manifestation is where your true power is developed. By holding steady in your knowing, despite contradicting circumstances. If you're ready to experience November as a month that unfolds perfectly for you rather than randomly happening to you, share "November is mine to command" in the comments below. Now I want to go even deeper into perhaps the most crucial insight that separates those who experience fleeting results from those who create lasting transformation. The revelation that Joseph Murphy emphasized repeatedly in his teachings is that commanding the universe isn't a technique you apply occasionally when you want something. It's an entire way of being in the world. Many approach this practice like a spiritual ATM, making withdrawals only when in desperate need, then returning to their habitual patterns of thought and speech. The profound shift occurs when you recognize that every moment is a creative moment, every thought is a command, every word is an instruction to the universe. This isn't something you schedule into your calendar between 7 and 7:15 each morning. It's how you move through your entire day, consciously aware that you're continuously broadcasting your creative frequency. This lifestyle approach completely revolutionizes your relationship with manifestation. When you embrace commanding as your natural way of being, you begin to recognize that everything you desire is already part of the divine plan for your life. You're not asking for something outside of yourself or separate from your destiny. You're simply aligning with what's already yours in the quantum field of infinite possibilities. This perspective removes the desperation that often accompanies manifestation practices and replaces it with a calm certainty that feels completely natural. The journey toward mastery, however, requires addressing one of the most common patterns that derails even the most sincere seekers. Have you noticed how many people begin each month with passionate declarations and vibrant energy, only to find their enthusiasm waning by week 2? The initial motivation carries them forward until the first challenge appears, a bill arrives, a difficult conversation occurs, or an unexpected obstacle emerges. Suddenly, their powerful command is replaced by worry, and their certainty dissolves into doubt. This fluctuation in belief creates a corresponding fluctuation in your energetic broadcast. When your signal weakens or becomes inconsistent, the manifestation process experiences a similar interruption. It's like tuning into your favorite radio station that keeps cutting in and out. The music is still playing, but your reception becomes spotty and unreliable. Your blessings don't disappear when doubt creeps in. They simply pause their delivery, waiting for your signal to stabilize again. The breakthrough happens when you develop consistency regardless of external circumstances. This doesn't mean denying challenges or suppressing authentic emotions. It means maintaining your commanded frequency as your baseline, your default setting, your natural resting state. When difficulties arise, and they will as part of the growth process, you acknowledge them while simultaneously reinforcing your command with even greater conviction. This steadfast approach creates a momentum that carries you through the inevitable valleys of your manifestation journey. Rather than starting from zero each time doubt appears, you develop a reservoir of faith that sustains you through momentary fluctuations. Your command becomes stronger than your doubt, your certainty more powerful than your fear. If you've experienced this pattern of starting strong but losing momentum when challenges appear, type, "I choose unwavering" consistency in the comments below. The deeper dimension of commanding the universe that many miss entirely is the critical role of emotional consistency. While your words declare your intention and your visualization creates the blueprint, it's your emotional state that provides the energetic fuel for manifestation. Most people experience an emotional roller coaster throughout their day, high vibrations in the morning that gradually deteriorate as challenges arise. This emotional inconsistency creates a mixed signal that confuses the manifestation process. Joseph Murphy teaches a transformative practice I call emotional temperature checks to maintain consistent alignment. Pause at least twice daily, morning and evening, to assess your emotional state. Place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and honestly ask, what am I feeling right now? Am I vibrating at trust or fear? Am I in alignment with abundance or scarcity? This moment of mindful awareness allows you to catch energetic dips before they solidify into your dominant frequency. When you notice fear, worry, or doubt arising, and they will because you're human, don't fight against these emotions or shame yourself for experiencing them. Instead, use gratitude as your emotional reset button. Gratitude is the fastest pathway back to alignment because it immediately shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. Even in challenging circumstances, you can find something genuine to appreciate, and that appreciation becomes the bridge back to your commanded frequency. This emotional mastery represents a profound milestone on your manifestation journey. Most people are completely unaware of their emotional state, allowing unconscious patterns to drive their creative process. When you develop the ability to monitor and adjust your vibration throughout the day, you gain unprecedented control over your manifestation experience. Your emotional consistency becomes the stabilizing force that allows your commands to materialize with greater speed and precision. Now, I want to go even deeper into another crucial element that many spiritual seekers overlook: the power of inspired action. There's a common misconception that commanding the universe is a passive process, that you simply declare your intention and then wait for results to appear magically while you sit on the couch. This misunderstanding creates significant delays in manifestation and prevents many from experiencing the full power of this practice. The truth is that energy seeks expression through movement. Your command creates the vibrational template, but action provides the channel through which that energy flows into physical form. When you take steps aligned with your intention, even small ones, you demonstrate to the universe that you're serious about your command. You're essentially putting skin in the game, showing that you're willing to participate in the co-creative process rather than expecting everything to be done for you. The key distinction here is between forced action and inspired action. Forced action comes from fear and desperation, pushing against resistance to make something happen. Inspired action arises naturally from your aligned state, feeling more like you're being pulled forward by excitement than pushed by anxiety. These inspired actions often appear as subtle nudges, creative ideas, or unexpected opportunities that align with your command. When these inspirations appear, honor them by taking immediate action, however small. If you're commanding financial abundance and feel drawn to organize your wallet, do it. If you're commanding vibrant health and feel inspired to try a new nutritious recipe, make it. If you're commanding harmonious relationships and feel prompted to reach out to someone, call them. These seemingly minor actions create energetic momentum that accelerates your manifestation journey. If you recognize that you've been affirming without acting, share "I am both" commanding and moving in the comments below. Let's explore one of the most common pitfalls that sabotages even the most dedicated practitioners of conscious creation: the misalignment between morning affirmations and everyday speech. This revelation can completely transform your manifestation results. Many people diligently perform their morning ritual, declaring powerful intentions with conviction, only to spend the rest of their day unconsciously contradicting everything they just affirmed. Imagine planting seeds of abundance in your garden each morning, then returning throughout the day to scatter weeds alongside them. That's precisely what happens when you declare, "Money flows to me easily" at 7 a.m. But by noon, you're telling a friend, "I can never seem to get ahead financially," or "I'm always broke at the end of the month." The universe doesn't distinguish between your intentional affirmations and your casual complaints. It takes every word literally, treating each statement as a creative instruction. This misalignment creates a confusing broadcast that the universe can't clearly respond to. Your morning affirmations are sending one frequency, while your everyday conversation transmits an entirely different signal. The transformation begins when you develop heightened awareness of your casual speech, recognizing that every word you utter is either supporting or sabotaging your commanded reality. The journey toward verbal mastery involves making a sacred commitment to yourself. "I will only speak words that align with the reality I'm creating." This doesn't mean denying challenges when they arise or being dishonest about your current circumstances. It means choosing language that acknowledges where you are while simultaneously affirming where you're headed. Instead of "I'm broke," you might say, "I'm in a temporary cash flow situation that's resolving beautifully." Instead of I never meet quality people, you could say, I'm becoming more aligned with my ideal connections every day. This mindfulness practice transforms your entire relationship with language, revealing how your casual words are powerful creative forces rather than mere descriptions. Every complaint, criticism, or expression of lack plants seeds that will inevitably grow into matching experiences. When you truly grasp this principle, you become incredibly selective about the words you allow to leave your lips. Now, I want to go even deeper into another misconception that prevents many from fully embracing this practice, the belief that commanding the universe requires elaborate rituals, specific locations, or formal procedures. Joseph Murphy reveals a liberating truth. The universe responds to your conviction, not your formality. You don't need candles, crystals, or complicated ceremonies to access your creative power. You only need authentic alignment with your desire. This revelation brings a refreshing lightness to your manifestation practice. You can command the universe while standing in line for coffee, driving to work, or folding laundry. The power isn't in the setting or the ritual. It's in the energetic signature of your command. When you declare, "This is a day of unexpected blessings," while waiting for your morning latte, that casual statement carries just as much creative force as a formal ceremony, provided it's infused with genuine feeling and certainty. This playful approach to manifestation actually enhances your results because it integrates the practice into your everyday life, rather than compartmentalizing it as something separate from your normal routine. The universe doesn't need you to be solemn or serious. It responds to joy, lightness, and genuine emotion far more powerfully than to rigid formality. If the idea of integrating your practice into everyday moments resonates with you, share "I command in all moments" in the comments below. One of the most significant revelations on this manifestation journey is the profound impact of our relationship with time. Many seekers sabotage their creative power by imposing rigid deadlines on the universe, declaring, "I need this by Friday," or "This must manifest within 30 days. While this approach seems logical from our human perspective, after all, we live in a world structured by calendars and deadlines. It actually creates energetic resistance in the manifestation process. The hidden truth behind this principle is that the universe operates on divine timing rather than human scheduling. When you attach a specific deadline to your command, you're unconsciously broadcasting an energy of lack and desperation, the very frequencies that repel rather than attract. You're essentially telling the universe, "I don't fully trust the process, so I need to control when this happens." This controlling energy creates tension in the very flow you're trying to enhance. The mindset shift that transforms your relationship with timing is recognizing that the universe delivers your desires not when you demand them, but when you're energetically prepared to receive them. Sometimes there's necessary inner growth, circumstantial rearrangement, or perfect timing with others' free will that must align before your manifestation can materialize in its optimal form. The universe sees the complete picture, including factors beyond your current awareness, and orchestrates delivery at the precise moment that serves your highest good. This doesn't mean you should abandon all sense of timeliness or urgency. Rather, it invites you to focus your energy on being ready to receive. Instead of fixating on when your desire will arrive, channel that attention toward preparing for its presence in your life. If you're commanding financial abundance, organize your finances, educate yourself about wealth management, and create space for prosperity. If you're calling in a relationship, develop the qualities you seek in a partner and create room in your schedule for connection. Now, I want to go even deeper into another dimension of this practice that fundamentally alters your results, the revelation that the universe mirrors your belief, not your effort. Many spiritual seekers approach manifestation like an elaborate performance they must convincingly deliver. They recite affirmations with forced enthusiasm, visualize with strained concentration, and maintain an artificial positivity they don't genuinely feel. This theatrical approach creates minimal results because the universe responds to your authentic vibrational signature, not your outward performance. You cannot trick the universe with fake positivity or mechanical affirmations. The creative force responds to the energy emanating from the depths of your being, not the words coming from your lips. The quantum leap in your manifestation practice happens when your belief becomes so profound that you naturally move through the world as if your desire has already materialized. This isn't pretending. It's embodying the energetic reality of your command with such conviction that your physical circumstances have no choice but to align with your dominant frequency. This level of belief transforms how you make decisions, how you speak about your situation, and how you respond to challenges. When you truly believe your desire is already yours in the quantum field, you naturally make choices that align with that reality. You speak about your circumstances with calm certainty rather than anxious hoping. You view obstacles as temporary adjustments rather than permanent barriers. If the concept of detaching from rigid timelines while deepening your belief resonates with you, drop divine timing, perfect belief in the comments below. Now, I want to go even deeper into how this commanding practice transforms one of the most profound aspects of human experience, our relationships. Many people approach connections with others from a place of subtle desperation, unconsciously commanding experiences of disappointment, miscommunication, or betrayal through their worried expectations. The breakthrough comes when you recognize that your relationships, like every other dimension of your life, respond precisely to the energetic template you're broadcasting. Joseph Murphy reveals a powerful declaration that revolutionizes your entire relationship landscape. November. I command my relationships to align with peace, respect, and mutual growth. This sovereign statement creates an energetic boundary that naturally filters your experiences, attracting connections that match these qualities while gently redirecting those that don't. Notice the clarity in this command. You're not specifying who or how, but rather the essential qualities you desire to experience. The transformation often begins with a necessary release. Many hold on to connections that no longer serve their highest evolution simply because of familiarity or fear of loneliness. When you command relationship clarity, don't be surprised if certain connections naturally begin to fade or transform. This isn't a failure of your command, it's a direct response to it. The universe creates space for aligned connections by compassionately removing those that aren't in harmony with your commanded frequency. This process reveals a profound paradox in the journey of conscious creation. Sometimes the path to receiving what you truly desire requires letting go of what you thought you wanted. This surrender isn't about abandoning relationships impulsively, but rather releasing the energetic grip of control and attachment that often suffocates connection. When you command from a place of wholeness rather than neediness, you create the optimal conditions for authentic relationships to flourish. Your physical body represents another sacred domain for commanding with intention. The cells that comprise your physical form are continuously listening to the instructions you provide through your thoughts, words, and emotions. Modern science continues to validate what spiritual masters have taught for centuries. Your body responds to your consciousness at the molecular level, with gene expression, immune function, and cellular regeneration all influenced by your dominant thoughts. The revelation that transforms your relationship with physical well-being is recognizing your body not merely as a biological machine, but as a temple for divine energy. This perspective shift completely alters how you approach self-care. Hydration becomes not just a physical necessity, but a sacred act of nourishing the vessel that houses your spirit. Movement transforms from obligation to celebration of your body's divine design. Rest evolves from luxury to essential restoration of your creative energy. Even the simple act of eating can become a powerful, commanding practice. Before consuming food, pause and declare, "This nourishes my body with divine energy." This brief moment of intention dramatically alters how your system processes the nutrition you provide. Your cells don't just absorb the physical components of your food, they respond to the energetic signature you attach to it through your consciousness. If this perspective on commanding your physical and relational experience resonates with your journey, share "My body and relationships are sacred temples" in the comments below. Let's explore a powerful practice that can significantly accelerate your manifestation journey, creating a dedicated November command journal. This isn't just another gratitude diary or vision board. It's a sacred document that serves as the energetic bridge between your internal commands and their physical manifestation. The process is beautifully simple, yet profoundly effective in rewiring your subconscious mind, which is where true transformation always begins. Each morning, open your journal and write 3 specific declarations as if they've already manifested in your reality. The key distinction here is writing in present or past tense rather than future orientation. Instead of "I will attract abundance," write "Money flows to me naturally and joyfully." Instead of "I hope to feel better," write "My body vibrates with perfect health and vitality." This linguistic shift might seem subtle, but it creates a dramatic difference in your subconscious programming. What happens behind the scenes when you engage in this practice consistently is nothing short of miraculous. Your subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between what's physically real and what's vividly imagined. When you repeatedly declare something as if it's already happened, especially in written form, you're essentially creating a new neural pathway that your brain begins to accept as reality. This mental blueprint then influences your perceptions, decisions, and actions in ways that align with your commanded reality. The journal becomes a tangible record of your evolving consciousness. As you flip through earlier entries weeks or months later, you'll often be astonished to discover how many of your declarations have materialized, sometimes in exactly the way you described, other times through unexpected but perfect pathways you couldn't have imagined. This documented evidence strengthens your faith in the process and deepens your command for future creations. Now, I want to go even deeper into one of the most misunderstood aspects of the manifestation journey: the purpose and meaning of challenges that arise after you've set your command. Many people interpret obstacles as evidence that their practice isn't working, when in fact the opposite is true. When you experience unexpected difficulties or apparent setbacks after declaring your intentions, it's often a confirmation that your energy is indeed shifting and the universe is rearranging circumstances to deliver your desire. Think of it like renovating a house. Before the beautiful new space can emerge, there's often a period of apparent chaos. Walls being torn down, dust everywhere, exposed wiring. To the untrained eye, it looks like destruction. To the architect and builder, it's a necessary phase of the transformation process. Your life works in much the same way. When old structures that cannot support your new reality begin to dissolve, it may temporarily appear as though things are getting worse rather than better. The revelation that transforms your relationship with challenges is recognizing them as confirmation rather than contradiction. Instead of thinking, "This isn't working," shift to, "This is working so powerfully that everything misaligned with my command is being uprooted to make space for what I've declared." This perspective shift maintains your energetic consistency during periods of uncertainty, which dramatically accelerates the manifestation process. The quantum leap happens when you can hold your command with unwavering faith, precisely when external evidence seems to contradict it. Anyone can maintain positive thinking when everything is going smoothly. The masters of manifestation are those who can stand firm in their declared reality even when surrounded by apparent opposition. This steadfastness in the face of challenges is what distinguishes casual practitioners from true creators. If you recognize that your challenges might actually be confirmation of your shifting reality, type "My tests are transformations" in the comments below. As we wrap up this journey together, I can't help but feel that there was divine timing in you finding this video today. November truly does stand before you as a blank canvas awaiting your sovereign command. Remember, the same power that created galaxies resides within you. You've simply been accessing it unconsciously until now. This month can truly be different when you approach it as a conscious creator rather than a passive recipient. If the insights we've shared have resonated with your spirit, I'd love for you to join our community of conscious creators by subscribing to this channel. Each week, we explore these transformative principles that empower you to command your reality rather than merely hoping for better days. This is a space where we grow together, supporting each other's journey towards sovereign creation. I'd be genuinely curious to know which part of today's message spoke most directly to your heart. If you found yourself nodding along or experiencing those moments of recognition where something just clicks into place, drop "November is mine to command" in the comments below. Your voice adds tremendous value to our collective wisdom. If you found value in our time together, a simple like on this video helps others discover these teachings who might be searching for exactly this message right now. It's a beautiful way to participate in the law of circulation we discussed, giving forward what has blessed you. There's a video right here that takes these commanding principles even deeper, showing you how to maintain your sovereign energy even when facing direct opposition from others. Click and continue with me there as we expand your manifestation mastery even further. Until next time, remember, you don't just hope for abundance, you command it.